Tonight on Reporting Scotland. We track down the candidate suspended by the SNP over anti-Semitic posts on social media. Hello, good evening. The election candidate Neil Hanvey, who was suspended by the SNP over anti-Semitic posts on social media, has told the BBC he hopes to be allowed back into the party. The SNP has withdrawn support for Mr Hanvey pending disciplinary action. Nicola Sturgeon has urged SNP activists not to campaign for him, but some are doing so anyway. Our chief political correspondent Glenn Campbell went in search of Neil Hanvey in the Kirkcaldy and Cowdenbeath constituency.
We seek him here. We seek him there. In Kirkcaldy and Cowdenbeath, we seek Neil Hanvey everywhere.
Hi, my name's Neil Hanvey. I'm the SNP candidate for...
But not anymore. The SNP suspended Neil Hanvey over online posts that he accepts were unintentionally anti-Semitic. Nicola Sturgeon's party says it has withdrawn all support from his campaign. But the Labour candidate, who's defending a majority of just 259, is not convinced Mr Hanvey has been cut loose.
He still seems to be using SNP colours, and there is an implication even on the doors that he may be taken into the fold when the dust dies down.
So you don't think they've really abandoned him at all?
Well, I think words are saying one thing, actions on the ground here perhaps are suggesting something quite different.
I went to find him at his new crowd-funded campaign HQ.
Don't think there's anyone in.
No sign of him either at the Yes Hub in Kirkcaldy, which has issued a statement supporting him.
We think he is the only pro-independence candidate that can win this.
Listening to what SNP members in this constituency are saying, they're saying the same thing. He'll be back in the fold.
The Greens are urging independent supporters to back them.
If the pro-yes movement coalesces behind the Greens and tactically vote, we can take this seat from Leslie Laird. We can defeat the shadow Labour Scottish Secretary.
The three other candidates were not available for interview in the constituency, but the Conservatives' Kathleen Leslie, the Liberal Democrats' Jill Cole-Hamilton and the Brexit Party's Mitch William are all against Indy Ref 2 and in favour of Scotland staying in the UK.
So we've tried ringing Neil Hanvey, we've called at his office, we've exchanged messages with him online, and it's clear that he really doesn't want to do an interview. But we hear that he's due to appear at a hustings event in Lochgelly, and so we're going to go along there and give this one more try.
At last we caught up with him and asked why he'd shared anti-Semitic material.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing. I don't think, well, I'm quite clear at the time there was no motivation that was unacceptable. I don't really want to get into the detail of that before there's been a full and fair examination of the facts.
But you know your own mind. Do you have a problem with Jewish people?
Absolutely not.
Do you wish you hadn't posted the material?
Yes, I'm very sorry for any offence that's been caused. That was never my intention.
And what happens if you win?
Then I represent the community to the very best of my ability.
As an independent MP?
Well, that's a matter for the party to decide.
Would you like to get back in?
Of course. The SNP is an incredibly important part of my life.
We won't know if his wish to be allowed back into the party will be granted or not until the SNP's disciplinary process concludes after this Christmas election. Glenn Campbell, Reporting Scotland, Lochgelly.